You see her across the room. She's captivating, magnetic, but her expression indifferent, distant, maybe even a hint of dismissiveness. Most men, they crumble right there, defeated before they even utter a single word. They chalk it up to no chemistry, so sort of say, not her type, or worse, their own inadequacy. They walk away, another missed opportunity, another spark unlit. But what if I told you that this initial disinterest, this apparent wall of indifference, is often just a veneer, a carefully constructed social shield, a test, or most commonly simply a profound lack of the right kind of stimulus, the right kind of spark? What if there was an approach, a way of carrying yourself, a method of interacting so potent, so psychologically attuned, so fundamentally different from what she expects, that it could bypass her conscious defenses, shatter her indifference, and ignite a powerful flicker of undeniable curiosity, even raw attraction, where none seemed to exist just moments before. Today, I am not giving you cheesy pickup lines or superficial tricks. I am handing you a psychological master key, a forbidden approach, if you will, that when executed with precision, genuine grounded confidence, and an understanding of human nature, can make you stand out like a beacon, create irresistible intrigue, and exponentially increase your chances of sparking attraction in almost any woman, even the ones who initially seem out of reach, uninterested, or too good for you. And pay very close attention, because the third element of this approach is what separates the amateurs who get ignored from the masters who get remembered, desired, and pursued. Why do the vast majority of approaches, especially with women who aren't immediately fawning over you, fail so miserably? It boils down to two fatal flaws: predictability and neediness. They are attraction assassins. Most men approach women with a transparent, often desperate agenda of seeking validation, approval, or a phone number. They try to impress with superficial displays, bragging about money, achievements, or showering her with premature, unearned compliments. They put her on a pedestal from the first second, effectively communicating their lower status and their desperate need for her acceptance. Or they resort to boring interview-style questions. This instantly signals low value, a transactional mindset, and a fundamental lack of genuine self-worth. It makes her defenses shoot up sky high. She's seen it 1,000 times before. It's boring, it's weak, it's repulsive. It doesn't spark genuine curiosity, intrigue, or respect, which are the absolute foundational pillars upon which all lasting attraction is built. The forbidden approach we are dissecting today shatters that predictable, needy mold. It's about orchestrating an interaction that is disarmingly different, subtly challenging, refreshingly authentic, and ultimately irresistibly intriguing. It's about making her question her initial assessment, making her want to figure you out, making her invest her precious mental and emotional energy into the interaction. Component number 1, the absolute bedrock of this entire approach. You must enter and navigate the initial interaction projecting calm, almost playful indifference, coupled with an unshakable, unapologetic, high-value frame. This means, critically, that you are not overtly trying to impress her. You are not desperately seeking her approval. You are not trying to get anything from her. Not her number, not her validation, not even a smile. Your internal state, your sense of self-worth, is entirely independent of her reaction to you. The potent psychology. Most men approach women with a palpable agenda of seeking validation or a desired outcome. Your authentic, projected indifference is profoundly disarming. It signals that you have a rich, fulfilling life, established standards, and you are not desperate for her attention or approval. This immediately piques her curiosity because it is so rare, so contrary to her typical experiences with men. A high-value frame communicates non-verbally that you see yourself as the prize, the selector, not the selected. This subtly, almost imperceptibly, encourages her to start qualifying herself to you to wonder if she's interesting enough for your time. The precise execution, relaxed, expansive body language, open posture, calm movements, no fidgeting or nervous tics. Own your space. Non-needy, engaging eye contact, confident, capable of holding a genuine gaze, but also comfortable looking away. Your eyes aren't begging for approval. They're observing, engaging, perhaps with a hint of amusement. Outcome independence, internal and external. Your entire demeanor, your vibe, communicates, "It'd be cool to connect, this could be fun, but my night, and indeed my life, is already fantastic regardless of how this specific interaction unfolds." Subtle disqualifiers and playful challenges, advanced application. Once a basic rapport is established, playfully negating or gently challenging her, always respectfully with a smile, can shatter her expectation of being constantly fawned over and make her work for your positive regard. Example: "You seem like you might be a little bit of trouble." "I like that," delivered with a knowing smirk. You are fundamentally subverting her expectation of being pursued, supplicated to, and validated on demand. This creates a psychological vacuum, an imbalance that her innate curiosity and sometimes her ego will rush to fill. Your perceived lack of overt neediness becomes an incredibly powerful, almost irresistible magnet. She starts to wonder why you're not acting like all the other guys. Component number 2. You must engage her not with boring, predictable questions or a barrage of compliments, but with playful provocation and intelligent, unpredictable banter. This is about creating a fun, stimulating, emotionally engaging, and slightly unpredictable interaction that makes her feel something different. The potent psychology. Women, especially attractive women, are often bored to tears by the same old, predictable conversations. "Where are you from? What do you do? Do you come here often?" It's an interrogation, not an interaction. Playful teasing, witty remarks, making bold but respectful assumptions, and gently challenging her opinions, again, always with a smile and good intent, create emotional spikes, laughter, surprise, intrigue. It makes the interaction memorable, enjoyable, and engaging. It showcases your confidence, your quick wit, your social intelligence, all highly attractive, high-value traits. The precise execution, observational humor and environmental comments. Comment on something unique, amusing, or interesting about the immediate situation, or her, non-physical at first, unless executed with extreme skill and calibration. Playful teasing and misinterpretation. Lightly tease her about something innocuous or playfully misinterpret something she says to create laughter and a shared playful frame. "Oh, so you're one of those people, huh?" said with a grin. Assumption stacking and cold reading with a smile and detachment. Make playful, bold assumptions about her personality, her hobbies, her day. "You look like you're plotting some kind of mischief tonight." Or, "I bet you're surprisingly good at unexpected skill." If you're wrong, laugh it off. The point is the engagement. Focus on fun, vibe, and emotional connection, not interrogation. The goal is to create positive emotions, a genuine spark, a memorable vibe, not to gather a dossier of facts for a resume. Keep it light, keep it moving, keep it fun. You are deliberately disrupting her social script, her autopilot mode. You are not another supplicating drone. You are a stimulating, slightly unpredictable, engaging presence. This makes you instantly memorable and compels her to invest significant mental and emotional energy into the interaction just to keep up and figure you out. She's no longer passive. She's actively engaged. Component number 3, and this is the master stroke, the element that separates the men who get forgotten within minutes from the men she simply can't stop thinking about long after they've gone. strategic, high-value disengagement, and planting the unshakable seed of curiosity. You must be the one to control the end of the interaction, leaving at a high point before it naturally fizzles out. And critically, you must leave her with a compelling reason to think about you, to anticipate more, to want more. The potent psychology. The Zeigarnik effect, a powerful psychological principle, states that people remember uncompleted or interrupted tasks, narratives, and interactions far more vividly and with greater emotional intensity than those that are neatly concluded. By ending the interaction when it's still engaging, perhaps even at its peak, slightly prematurely, you leave her wanting more, feeling a sense of incompletion. By planting a curiosity seed, an unanswered question, an inside joke to be revisited, a vague but intriguing future plan or statement, you ensure that you remain actively occupying her mind long after you've physically departed. The precise execution, exit at peak interest, the high note departure. When the conversation is flowing exceptionally well, when she's laughing, highly engaged, and clearly enjoying your company, that's your cue. Find a natural or skillfully created reason to be the one to end the interaction. Hey, this has been unexpectedly awesome, intriguing, but I actually have to plausible high-value reason, e.g., meet friends, early start, important project. Perhaps our paths will cross again. The open loop, curiosity seed. Implantation. As you're disengaging, drop a subtle hook. You know, we should totally debate interesting, slightly controversial topic X properly sometime. I have a feeling we disagree spectacularly. Or if you manage to get her number, which should feel like her idea or a mutual casual exchange, not your desperate goal. I'll text you something later this week that will make you laugh. She seriously think about related topic X. No overstaying your welcome. Brevity creates impact. Especially in a first interaction with someone who initially seemed uninterested. Brevity packed with value and intrigue creates far more impact than a long, drawn-out conversation that risks losing momentum. Subtle indication of a full, purposeful life. Your reason for leaving should ideally and subtly hint at a life filled with purpose, social connections, and interesting endeavors. You're not just leaving, you're going to something. You are essentially creating a psychological cliffhanger in her mind. You've given her a tantalizing taste of a uniquely intriguing interaction and then masterfully withdrawn it, amplifying her desire for more. You've transformed from a stranger into an unfinished, compelling puzzle. She now feels an almost compulsive need to solve. You've hacked her attention. Now, a critical, non-negotiable point of integrity and ethics. This entire approach, the Indifference Shatter, is designed to spark genuine curiosity, to bypass superficial defenses, and to create an opportunity for authentic attraction where initial indifference might have been a facade, a result of shyness, societal conditioning, or simply a lack of the right kind of engaging stimulus. It is not and must never be construed as a tool or a license to harass, to pressure, to coerce, or to manipulate someone who has clearly, unequivocally, and persistently expressed disinterest or has explicitly said no. No always unequivocally means no. Unambiguous disinterest must be respected immediately and without question. Your primary responsibility is to honor boundaries. The goal here is to create an opportunity for a willing, enthusiastic connection, to be so compelling, so intriguing, so authentically confident that she becomes genuinely curious and interested in exploring more. If, despite your best, most charismatic, respectful, and psychologically attuned efforts, she remains genuinely uninterested or signals clear discomfort, you accept that with grace, with dignity, and you move on. True, sustainable power lies in profound self-respect, which inherently includes respecting the autonomy, boundaries, and decisions of others. This is about becoming a more attractive, intriguing, and socially intelligent individual, capable of creating powerful first impressions. It is not about forcing your will, your attention, or your presence on anyone who does not welcome it. The most powerful, most intoxicating attraction is always mutual, always consensual, and always freely, enthusiastically given. So, to recap the core components of the Indifference Shatter approach, your forbidden key to sparking attraction, Component 1, projected indifference and the unshakable high-value frame. Be unperturbed, be the selector, be the prize. Component 2, playful provocation and intelligent, unpredictable banter. Spark genuine intrigue, emotion, and fun. Component 3, strategic, high-value disengagement and the lingering seed of curiosity. Leave her wanting more, thinking about you. This approach, gentlemen, takes practice, calibration, and genuine inner confidence, not arrogance. In the comments section below, I want you to share what is one specific element of this Indifference Shatter approach that you will commit to consciously practicing and mastering in your next social interaction? Or what's the biggest mistake you've seen other men make, or perhaps made yourself, when approaching women that this framework can help correct? Let's sharpen each other's game. Let's elevate the collective understanding. If you know a man who is struggling to make a genuine impact, who is stuck in the nice guy quicksand, or who simply needs the keys to a more compelling, more authentic, and far more effective approach, share this video. Give him access to this forbidden knowledge. Empower him for more unfiltered, potent insights into the deepest psychology of attraction, mastering social dynamics, cultivating unshakable confidence, and becoming an irresistibly compelling man. Make sure you have absolutely annihilated that subscribe button and have activated all notifications. Your transformation into a master of attraction starts now. Go out there and create some irresistible intrigue.